What's good, y'all? I'm going to hold this phone. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, Brian R. Keith. Check this out, man. So as I was saying, it's part two, is that you got to decide whether or not the property you're going to purchase, if you decide that you're going to move in, how are you going to support it? Now, if you're a person who has a home-based business or who can work from home a few times out the week, you have an opportunity to, because at that point you'll save money from transportation and eating out, and because you're out of the house, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so you save money in that way. And being that you're working from home or you have a home-based business, you can, parts. There are things that you can write off. Now, as studies have shown, the longer you're in this marriage, in this house, and you're a slave to it, which I think in either Latin or French, mortgages means death, in whatever language it is, you're kind of creating a slow death of your relationship. Because studies have shown that, as I said in an earlier video, 7 to 9 years, you know what I'm saying? The sex stops, you're out of the house a lot because you're a slave to this property. She's home bored, Now the number one excuse is that she wants to get herself together. So now she goes to the gym, cheats with the trainer, or she's so bored she cheats with the pool guy, or so bored and someone shows her attention, because as they say in 2023, attention is the currency of the day. So, if she wants to date the long guy, the mailman, because you have these housewives home bored for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So now if you're going to spend a lot of time at home and you could generate a lot of your income from home, God bless you. But if you're going to be a slave to this and going to be on that road and out of the house 16 hours a day and only home 8 hours a day, and those 8 hours are home sleep, you're creating a recipe for disaster. You're creating a recipe for disaster. So you're in the liability lane. You know what I mean? And then even if you start out and you think you're with a partner that's 110%, after enough time goes by and the lack of your monitoring and attention, someone else, she starts to get that from somewhere else. Well, the long guy or the guy in the grocery store packing bags, her attention and curiosity is going to start straying. And that's a whole other world of hurt. You know what I mean? So you got to decide, especially nowadays, times are changing rapidly. If all the rumors hold true, the majority of people out here are going to be renters. Corporations are going to hold blocks and blocks of real estate, and instead of letting the individual retail buyer dictate the price of a home or a block, neighborhood, or zip code, the corporations will be able to do that, because once they get possession of foreclosed properties. I think the new program is going to be, well, just hold them and we'll rent them out. They'll probably just hire out some sort of mega management corp to manage the properties, and we'll all just be renters. Well, you all would just be renters. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to decide what it is that you want to do and who you're doing it with. And the studies show 50% plus, marriages and divorce. 80% of that is initiated by the women. So you got to decide whether this house is damaged or this house is a asset or a liability. It's a lot to think about. But like I said in the previous video, I really like the idea of staying in an apartment, while I'm working, and handling my career and close to the job. I'll buy, I'll stay in my apartment, whether it's a small co-op condo, something small. And if I had the money and if I had the credit, I'll buy a house and rent it out. You know what I mean? And if I need money, I'll pull the equity out. If I want to get rid of it, I could get rid of it. You know what I mean? And get the money that way, But at least it's an asset that's working for me, If times get hard, I can always utilize that. Either pinch from it or just get rid of the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? And if I got the money and it's paid off, some amount of time has passed, or I came up with a creative program to help pay this house off a lot faster, and whatever it may be. But when I'm ready to move in it, it'd be good to go. And at that point, it'll be an asset. But we really have to decide why we buying property. Are we pushed to buy it? Are we pressured to buy it? You know what I mean? Did we drink the Kool-Aid in buying it? You know what I'm saying? We really have to really think it through and investigate the possibilities of what could go right and what could go wrong, and what are we really trying to achieve here. You know what I'm saying? It's very important, very important. Decide whether it's an asset or a liability. And don't, because I've seen this happen too. Don't go chasing assets and ending up in liabilities. You understand what I'm saying? So really think it through, man. Really think it through. I'm all for living small, you know what I mean, and retiring big. Live small, retire big. You know what I mean? Live small, retire big, man. Like I said, don't let that big butt and the smile get you in trouble. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be working twice as hard to satisfy her, to put a smile on her face. And that smile on her face ain't got nothing to do with you smashing the cheeks fast, not slow. It ain't going to have nothing to do with that. So be careful, man. Be careful, because you might be jumping into a fire pit. All right. Well, it's your boy, Brian R. Keefe, with the word of the day. I'm getting back on it, but right now it's spring cleaning in the suburbs. All right. It's your boy, Brian R. Keefe. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.